Hi, so it's just me out here by myself. I'm in the forest. It's around about almost 7 o'clock now. It's just gotten dark. It's getting windy. It's getting cold. I'm naked. Hi, so it's just me out here tonight. I'm completely naked. As you can see, all the way down to my feet, completely naked, no underwear, nothing. Okay. So it's getting very cold. It's almost about 7 o'clock, just not far from 7, maybe 6:40. It's gotten dark, it's getting cold. I'm in the UK. This is one of the first trips I've done in the UK. The reason why I don't really do the UK much is that it's not very exotic, but now that it's winter, well, it's now that it's autumn now even, now that's when things get cold, and that's when you've got to kind of survive out naked in the cold. It's going to be a very cold night. It's going to be a few degrees warm in the when it gets to like midnight. Maybe about 4 in the morning, it's going to be about 5-6 degrees. It's going to be absolutely freezing out here. As I said, I'm in no clothes as well, so that's going to make it 10 times harder. But if you do find something, you'd have to be an absolute idiot to not to use it. So I'm going to show you where it is. I'll put one of my bags down there already. It's quite hard to see, but it's a basic lean-to shelter. So you've got one main beam going down here, down at an angle, like a slow slope, and then you've got pieces coming down at about 45 to 50 degree angles coming down. Now this is quite an effective shelter, as it's the easiest shelter to make. It's the easiest one by far, okay? It doesn't take any kind of tools at all. The second advantage is that you're able to kind of like keep a small compartment where, because you're sleeping on the floor, there's no airflow sapping heat from you. Though the floor will sap heat from you, the airflow will make it worse. It's on the ground, it's very compact, so when the air gets warm inside there, it's going to warm up your whole body and keep it warm for the whole night. I'm going to just show you around what it looks like. As you can see, it's got leaves on here, but you probably can't tell. It's got leaves here, but you probably can't tell they're all dead. There's massive holes in there. It's been raining today, on and off, which means that if it does rain again tonight, these holes are going to be an absolute liability, so I need to cover them up. Best way to cover those up are not with dead leaves, are with fresh leaves which have been off trees. So I'm going to tear some off some trees and go from there. It's really hard to see where the leaves are, so basically you want to find branches with plenty of leaves on there, but I can't really see anything, so I'm just going to have to do a bit of guesswork. It's getting very, very cold at the moment. I feel my body temperature dropping, my skin start to tingle a bit, so the plan is to kind of make this as quick as I can. It's kind of just going to be a job of just like getting the leaves off, just smacking it on. The faster I do it, the better I'll do it. There we go. It's not a lot, but it's going to have to do for now. So this is going to go onto here. I can't really see what's going down near my feet, so it's essentially a case of just taking the hits. It's going to hurt a bit, but it's better to keep on moving anyway. The more I move, the less cold I get. Of course, thorns, sharp. So those thorns will also be on the floor, not just kind of on those twigs. So I've got to be careful. Put my feet in. Okay. Whoa, come on. You know, you got to put whatever you can to make this shelter. I just stubbed my toe on the rock. Well, on I think a branch actually, dug in the ground. It hurts. But there's no time to wallow in my pain. Just keep on making a shelter. So that's going to be a place where a lot of heat's going to come out. That's a place where the wind's going to hit me. If the wind comes in that direction. Luckily the wind is going from the direction which is going to hit the strongest part of the shelter, which is good, but I still want to cover this part up. Just kind of cover me from the rain as well, kind of protect me from any wind that comes from this side. I made myself a pile of leaves essentially. I'm going to do a quick check of the shelter for any thorns. There's some there, but it's not a big concern. I'll be avoiding that area. Plenty of leaves on the floor, so it'll be a bit softer for me to sleep on. But it's getting cold. It is getting actual cold. I like really need fire. It's getting cold. Thing is, when I was moving outside, it's not so bad because you're moving outside, you're exerting energy, kind of keeping your body warm. But when you're inside here, you suddenly realise that, my God, it's bloody cold when you start moving. It's warmer in here than it is outside, but you still get the breeze coming in. I think it's raining. It's getting cold. My feet are feeling very itchy. What have I said? It's getting cold, it's getting cold, it's getting cold, it's getting cold. You can just feel it as it's getting later. It's only like it's probably only about 7:30. Or maybe even 8. And it's still another 4 hours until it's the darkest part of the night. And then another 4 hours after that until it's the coldest part of the night. I need to do fire. So the rain. So it's very, very cold now. Oh, okay, it's probably about 8 o'clock now, maybe 7:30, I don't know. The rain has stopped, which means that I want to start making a fire. I'm kind of very cold at the moment, just stood still, which is not helping. So I want to go through this in double speed time. Okay, so first move. The place I'm going to put the fire, so I've got the shelter here. Here's the door. Okay, so being fast, being hard, but keep it moving, keep it moving. Stay warm, stay warm, stay warm, stay. It's a bit of a jig to stay warm. Okay, so basically I'm going to have the fire here. So here's the door. I'm going to have it as close to the door as possible, and whilst keeping it as safe as I can. You know, I should really put it a bit further away, but I'm going to be very cold. It's not even the coldest part of the night yet, so I'm going to need it extremely, extremely close. I'm going to do it literally right down here. So first off, I would want to make a fire pit with rocks or anything like that to stop the fire I would like to make a fire pit with like rocks and stuff like that to stop the fire from spreading, but there's no rocks around this area. It's not really a place where there is too many in this certain forest. So I'm going to have to just clear all the leaves, so there's just like mud and dirt, because mud and dirt does not catch a light. So that's the fire pit done. It's just dirt down there, just mud. That'll prevent the fire from spreading. It won't do a perfect job, but it's all I can do at the moment. It's getting cold. So I've got some steel, and I have to use some flint in order to make the fire. So I've got some steel, and I'll be able to use the flint to make some fire. So I know I can get a spark, but the thing I need to do is prepare for the fire. Okay, so first off, we're going to need kindling. For that, I'm going to use leaves. They're kind of the driest things I can really find around here. What is key to note that you want to get all your fire materials sorted before you start the fire, because once you start it, and if you don't realise you don't have enough kindling, you don't have enough, tinder, you don't have enough like logs, then you're going to end up losing your fire, and then you have to start all over from scratch. You're going to have a lot of burnt materials, you're going to have to start again, which is going to waste your time double. So make sure, however much kind of fire material you think you need, get another 5 to 6 times more. You want to have more than you need. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use leaves. Now it has been raining a bit, kind of here and there, so I'm going to use the top layer of the leaves. They'll be dry, they'll be dead. Dead leaves obviously from the ground burn better than ones that are being in trees, because they're kind of still because they have like quite a lot of like moisture inside them still. So yeah, just stepped in some horrible log that is really moist. So you just get the top, put it to one side there. Just get the top, put it to one side. Get the top. Let's put it to one side. Just get the top. Be careful. You want to be careful not to get kind of the moist stuff at the bottom, which has been like exposed more to the mud, which kind of retains the moisture more. And just find. Okay, next I'm going to need some kindling. This will be anything from just like little dead twigs on the floor, like a quarter of an inch to a bit bigger. So here we go again. Okay, that's a bit wet. It's wet over there. I'm going to try and get to the open space. So here, you can see, I don't know, you probably can't see, there's an opening in the trees. Now you might be thinking, okay, well that's where the rain's going to fall down. It's going to make everything more wet. Yeah, sure, but it also gets dry faster. So whilst I did get a bit wet in the rain, it will be generally dry, because it was dry before it started raining. See, so many twigs. They're all pretty dry as well, which is important. You don't want like the damp, decayed ones. You want them to start dry and have a bit of snap to them. The good thing about kind of doing this activity is that I'm moving around whilst I'm not in my shelter. Sure, it's bad because the shelter is a bit warmer, but because I'm moving around, it does mean my kind of blood flow's pumping. I'm a bit warmer because I'm a bit more active. So it's key, just keep on moving. You know, the more I move tonight, the warmer we're going to be. I've also found some bigger, kind of bigger than thumb size. Now this is what's going to kind of catch fire, and then this will kind of eventually set the logs on fire. I've also got a log near to my cab. I'm not going to move it yet until the fire's ready, as I don't want to kind of waste my energy. I'm just going to take this back to the camp, and then I'm going to get ready to start my fire. I've got my arm's killing me, my lack of it. So yeah, I'm going to take this to the camp and get started on kind of creating the fire finally. It's kind of, oh, for God's sake, I just walked into nowhere. So I've collected all my firewood. Might be able to see it there. I'm not sure if the night vision can see that far. I don't think it can. But it's absolutely freezing cold. It must be around, I don't know, it could be 10 PM, I'm not sure, I can't tell. But my God, it's freezing cold. If I don't make fire now, I'm gonna have to kind of think of a way to get out of this forest, because at the end of the day, it is gonna get colder and colder. And yeah, without fire, I'm literally screwed, because the shelter won't be good enough as it is by itself. You know, I've got nobody's body heat to share. I'm by myself. Like, hypothermia is going to kick in. I'm shivering, my feet are freezing, but I'm going to just go. I just need to just get going. I just need to do this like as soon as I can. I'm going to make fire using a steel and a piece of flint. I'm going to get a spark and hopefully ignite some leaves, and from there be able to put, you know, some wood on there. But let's have a look. There we go, there's my pile of leaves. Oh, my back's itchy. Why's my back itchy? Oh my God, my back's itchy. So, cold. I feel like the more you say cold, the less cold. Or hot. I'm on a beach on the desert. I'm on a beach on a desert island right now. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm on a beach on a desert island. Get a bit of chocolate at the ready. Ah, feel like my hands are so cold. My hands are so cold. I'm losing dexterity in them. There we go. Smoke. Almost there. It's a lot of smoke. So you want to start with your kind of smaller, thinner twigs. I can see it's obviously still smoking, so it doesn't make a difference that, you know, the fire's gone out, but that's not smoke. Okay, so they get some more killing. That was one of the coldest night sleep I've ever had. It's look at the shirt out there, it's time. It's just a cold sleep. And it's time to get going. The sun's rising, and I need to leave. I need to, yeah, get moving.